Gavin's running all right for Prime Minister of Canada.
I've had the pleasure of being up from my early days up in Hudson Bay and out there with the beluga whales and great memories in some of the great cities in Canada. So I love your country. I love the people. I love the investment.
He can't close a deal at home, so knee pads is taking it north, throwing himself at the Canadians because he can't stand his own family.
Trump's not permanent. That's the good news. Trump is, I don't know there's another and better way to say it, an invasive species. Trump does not represent the majority of this country, nor, I believe, the majority of his own party as it relates to his conduct vis-a-vis your country.
Trump won an electoral college landslide and the popular vote. Gavin is what we call a mere lame duck governor on a Canadian podcast. Guy's up north doing more hits than Kilmeade.
He's lost his fastball in the vernacular of the Toronto Blue Jays. You know, he's not the same guy that, you know, I was talking to almost on a weekly basis a few years back.
Here's a thought, Grace. Keep the family problems in the family. Don't go running next door airing our dirty laundry. Then again, doesn't matter. The neighbors are about to be family anyway. Welcome to Lake America.
We're going to be changing the name of Lake Ontario, effective immediately, to Lake America. That's going to take place right now as I sign the order. And this is official, effective immediately.
Trump secured the border and expanded it. Gavin, downsizing. Putting his $7.5 million Sacramento mansion on the market and keeping his $9 million property in Marin County. Though we'd rather not talk about it.
Grapes that you're selling in Sacramento. You filled the 5,000.
Are you serious? Really?
Did you fill the wine?
No, I never filled it. I didn't even know it had that much until I read that in your newspaper. I literally didn't even know that. Seriously. By the way, I put books in there. I don't know if you saw the photos. There's no wine there. It's books. Yeah, well, trust me, it's my only inheritance from my father.
Oh, that wine cellar? Didn't even know I had it. It's more of a library. I like to keep my leather-bound books at 58 degrees. So why is Gavin so shy about his wine cellar? And why is he bragging about books? I thought he said he couldn't read. The guy owns vineyards. He should have a wine cellar. You can't win the nomination if you're going to be that insecure. A few years back, he was bragging about wine cave fundraisers.
That cave's been used by Democrats all across the country for fundraising. Well, probably 100 congressional representatives have benefited from the use of that. So, I mean, are you kidding? I'm in the business, so I know that place well. And I don't know why someone that's had success should apologize for it or be embarrassed by it or now no longer be able to participate in the democratic process.
He should take his own advice. That's Gavin's whole problem. Trump's rich and he's proud of it. Gavin's kind of rich and embarrassed by it. You want to be the wine guy, Gav? Be the wine guy. Just don't be the Canada guy. No one likes the Canada guy. But his record, they like even less. His train to nowhere just stopped dead in its tracks. It was supposed to run from San Francisco to L.A. for $33 billion and be done by 2020. Now, it won't choo-choo until 2040. And it's going to cost, you ready? $230 billion. They haven't laid a single track yet. Shame. L.A. could have used it. The Olympics, 2 years out. And they're begging Trump for a bailout to make the city sparkle. But Commie Councilwoman Raman, remember Noodles? She doesn't need Trump's help. She's already on it. In fact, she just wrapped up a major infrastructure project, a new crosswalk. 7 glorious yellow stripes laid triumphantly over a crumbling and cracked street. Only took 9 months. But Karen Bass can't even do that.
Hey, Mayor Bass. I found this pothole here on Melrose and Gardner Street. Hoping you could just send some folks down here to just remedy that for us.
Hi, Simone. I saw your post, so I want you to know that city crews were out here today at noon. But unfortunately, there was a car that was here, so we couldn't repair the pothole. So you know what we did? We put up these no parking signs so that hopefully there won't be anybody parked here tomorrow morning, and the city crews will be back.
Sorry, can't fix the road, but we'll ticket you for parking on it. So where's the money going? Well, an investigation just found LA handed millions to a homeless nonprofit, one that they knew was high risk, and now the director got caught spending it on private jets, Range Rovers, luxury homes. $10 million gone. No wonder Skid Row's got a wait list. This is what Gavin left behind to frolic up north, a corrupt city gone full Gotham. People are literally calling for Batman.
Is that human poop? That's something that is a game you play in LA. Is it animal or human waste?
Complaining to the city since March about tents, trash, and drug use.
Obviously, like this, I'm at a breaking point if I'm reaching out to the news.
But neighbors and the homeless want more.
It's kind of like Gotham City. You need like a Batman to come help you or save you or something, because I'm in danger of being bankrupt and homeless myself. And then will the city protect me then?
These are the same Democrats who called themselves the party of abundance. We'll build, we'll deliver, we'll get it done. Fast forward a few years, no trains, more potholes. No EV chargers, more tents. Turns out the only thing this party builds is a demolition list. Ballrooms, statues, and billionaires. Matter of fact, when's the last time a Democrat stood next to something new? The only thing we could think of that they've built in the last 10 years? The Obama Library. That's the best they've got. Benny Johnson's the host of the Benny Johnson Show. What a mess, Benny.
Yeah, a mess you definitely don't want to step in. And I got to tell you, Gavin Newsom has been stepping in it. The Trump administration just released some really impressive immigration numbers, Jesse, and I'm not here to critique DHS or call them liars, but I think they missed one self-deportation, and that's Gavin Newsom to Canada. And Gavin is going to go and run for Prime Minister of Canada. You're exactly right. And I can count the ways and why he's running, how he's running, and why he's going to fit in perfectly up there, if you don't mind. First off, the Prime Minister of Canada right now isn't actually Canadian. He's lived in America for the last 40 years. The Canadian economy is in total and complete free fall. They have a cost of living crisis just like California, the worst in the G7, just like the state of California. They have an infrastructure crisis that is crumbling, a housing crisis just like California. They also have a legal and illegal immigration crisis just like California. So Gavin's going to be sitting pretty. But the list doesn't end there, Jesse. California has a poop crisis. You just mentioned that. And we looked it up before the show. Guess who else has a poop crisis? The major cities in Canada. Vancouver logged 20,000 human excrement poop fairy situations, is what they call it, just last year. So it's perfect. Gavin's going to be right at home. And let's include the fact that the last Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, he campaigned in blackface. Gavin Newsom likes to wear political blackface when he's talking to black audiences, saying that he doesn't know how to read, saying he has a low IQ, using words like I hustled when I was a kid. And also, Justin Trudeau, daddy issues. Gavin Newsom, major daddy issues. And most importantly, they have assisted suicide in Canada, and Gavin Newsom, I think, has killed his 2028 chances. One final thing, Jesse.
Yes.
If Gavin Newsom's going to critique the economy here in America, well, he'll be sitting just fine in Canada, who has a lower economy and a lower GDP than the state of Texas.
Wow, that was a masterclass in political analysis. Benny Johnson, everybody, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Go enjoy your wine cellar. Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.